All right. So sorry for that. Question 33. So now let's see. We've written the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon, which is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is equal to question mark. And that means we have to calculate for what? N. So now we have that 2520 degrees equals n minus 2 times 180 degrees. What can we do to get that? Then we can divide both sides by what? 180 degrees. So I have 20 degrees divided by 180 degrees equals n minus 2 times 180 degrees divided by 180 degrees. So that this guy cancels that. This one cancels, 0 cancels 0. So we have 18 here, 1 into this guy, we get what? 14 times, right? So we have 14 times here. So I have my 14, which must be equal to n minus 2, which must be equal to n minus 2. So now what can we do? We send this minus 2 to the left hand side. So I get 14 plus 2 equals n. And my n is what? 16. My n is 16. So kindly watch it carefully. Our n is 16, which is option C for cat. Option C for cat. Option C for cat. Option C for cat. All right, so let's proceed to question 34. All right, question 34, which states what? Find the gradient of the line 3x minus 2y equals 6. So you should find the gradient. Another name for gradient is what? Slope. So how best can you find for the gradient? So now, the gradient. First of all, you have to express this given line in the form y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the intercept on this y-axis. So now we have to express that in the form of this, which means that we have to make y the subject. So now let's see. 3x minus 2y equals 6. Let's make y the subject. So we send this negative 2y to the right hand side. Then we bring this positive 6 to the left hand side. So I get 3x minus 6 equals 2y. Then what again? We can divide both sides by what? 2. That's the coefficient of y. So I have 3x divided by 2 minus 6 divided by 2 equals 2y divided by 2. So that this guy cancels that. So 2 here, 1 into 6, 3 times. So I have 3 over 2x minus 3 equals y. So I can finally see that y equals 3 over 2x minus 3. So I have that. So now, the coefficient of x, that's the gradient. So the coefficient of x is what? 3 out of 2. So I can say that the gradient is 3 out of 2, which is option B for boy. Option B for boy. So now let's proceed to our last question. That's question 35. All right, question 35. We have a beautiful circle theorem. That's plain geometry 2. In the diagram, P is the center of the circle MNRS. MNRS. And angle MSR equals 52 degrees. Find the size of the reflex angle MPR. Find the size of the reflex angle MPR. So now let's see. If P is the center of the circle, it makes our work so easier and faster as well. We have an angle subtends at the circumference. Now we can join this point M to point R using what? A line. So now these 2 points are connected by this line. That's the broken line. See? So now, if I want to find for this angle P, I can see that the angle or twice the angle a chord subtends at the circumference, twice the angle a chord, or you can see that twice the angle an arc. You have an arc here. So twice the angle a chord or an arc subtends at the circumference is equal to the same chord or an arc subtends at the center of the circle. So now I can say that twice of this guy, twice of angle MSR must be equal to angle P must be equal to angle P. So twice angle MSR, 2 times this must be equal to that. So 2 times, which is 52 degrees, must be equal to angle P. So now, what do we do here? 2 times 2 is 4. 2, 5, 10. We have 104 degrees must be equal to angle P. So therefore, we have our angle P equals 104 degrees. But the question is asking us to find for what? Reflex angle MPR. So we are to find for this place here. We are to find for the reflex angle. So we all know that here is what? 104 degrees. So how best can we find for the reflex angle? Angles that meet at a point sum up to what? 360 degrees. So we can say that reflex angle MPR plus angle P equals what? 360 degrees. So the sum of angles at a particular point equals what? 360 degrees. Or an angles which meet at what? A point add up to what? 180. Add up to 360 degrees, sorry. Add up to 360 degrees. So an angle which meets or angles which meet at a point sum up to 360 degrees. So reflex angle MPR, we don't know that, we are yet to find for that. MPR plus angle P, which is 104 degrees, equals 360 degrees. So reflex angle MPR must be equal to 360 degrees minus 104 degrees. So reflex angle MPR must be equal to 360 degrees minus 104 degrees, which is 256 degrees. So therefore, or hence, reflex angle MPR equals 256 degrees, which is option D. Option D. Option D for dog. Option D for dog. Alright. So thank you for watching, then thank you for sharing, then thank you for liking my videos on YouTube. Alright, so and our last question here, which is our fifth question, question 35. So in our next video, we'll be doing 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Gradually, we'll reach to our 50th question. So stay tuned and please learn hard. Have a good day.